Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another holiday makeup look. I'm kind of thinking this one here would be really perfect for Christmas. I just did one that could be, of course, Christmas or even New Year's Eve, kind of a champagne eye with a bold red lip. Today is going to be a little bit more, like festive, I guess you could say. We're going to do some red and green and gold. And yeah, I'm just going to have a lot of fun with this look today. So if you are a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel. What I mean by that is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other makeup channels do. I just like to keep it at the bargain price point. So the closer to $1, the better. Because, I mean, let's face it, even the drugstore isn't all that affordable anymore. Prices have just gone crazy. So I love to focus on Dollar Tree makeup, dollar store makeup, Shein, Temu, Shop Miss A, all that kind of things. So if it sounds like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. And I will have related content linked down below. That way when you're done watching this video, you can check out some of my other content. So without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So for my brows, I'm going to be using the LA Colors brow pencil. This is in dark brown. Mine is very, very well loved. Haven't used this in a little while, so I'm trying to show it some love. So my earrings, I always get comments on my earrings, and I bought these on Shein. I did an order here, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and I have not reached for these and worn them yet, but I could not wait for a time where, I don't know, they're a lot. They had some some of them had different colored stones, like black stones and other stuff. And I got the red and green, and I just thought today was like the absolute perfect opportunity to break them out. They're big, but they're not super heavy. Like, I don't like heavy, heavy earrings. This is a really nice brow pencil, one of my all-time favorites. And I have a lot of people that are asking if or when I'm going to get a P.O. box. And I am going to just wait, because I've got a lot of you wanting to send me stuff, and I just think that's so sweet. So I appreciate that so much. And I used to have a P.O. box, and I got rid of it last year. And so I am going to get a P.O. box here really soon, I promise. I'm going to wait until right after the new year. So when I do, I will absolutely let you know, and then include my P.O. box down in my description box. That way, if you feel so inclined, you can send me stuff or send me a note or something like that. Okay, there we go. Just a really nice brow, simple, easy. So I'm going to clean up my eyebrows with the BPure Hydrating Under Eye Concealer. Mine is in Fair. And I get a lot of comments on these brushes right here. They are Sassy Chic brand from Dollar Tree. I'm just putting a little bit of this on my table, and I'm going to take this brush here to just grab some product. And this one here is my favorite one. I've said before, but if you're new, you might not know this. There are 3 different styles of these brushes with these handles. They're all marketed as like eyeshadow brushes. But really, they're more of like they're kind of better for contouring, like small contour areas. And this one here, I use for this purpose. But the handles are really amazing. I wish they would come up with more brushes with these handles. They're really, really nice. They just kind of missed the mark a little bit with the brush shapes, you know what I mean? Now I'm just going to use the LA Colors Eye Primer. Again, this is something I found at Dollar Tree a long while back, maybe 2-3 years ago. I wish they sold it all the time, because I think it's a great eyeshadow primer. I do have one from Shop Miss A as well. I like this one a little bit better because it's really kind of neutralizes the eye a little bit, almost as if you put concealer. Whereas my Shop Miss A one does not. It's a little bit more, it's actually, the Shop Miss A one though is very much like the Urban Decay Primer Potion. In fact, I did a full face of dupes here recently. I'll have that link down below. And that, it's very close. I have the Urban Decay Primer Potion as well, and so they really are very, very similar. Okay, so now the fun part, we're gonna go into eyeshadow. Of course, I've got some sparkly stuff for when we come back and add detail, but kind of the eyeshadow palettes I'm gonna pull from are gonna be these 3 here. I get the Beauty Intuition Moody Neutrals. I've got the Make Me Up eyeshadow palette. This doesn't have a color story name, but it's just this little 4-pan one you may have seen. Very readily available is the LA Colors 6-pan in Lucky. I just did like a goth-inspired makeup look and used a Beauty Intuition palette and the Lucky palette, and it came out really cool. I'll have that link down below as well. So I'm kind of thinking like red and green and gold. I'm going to try not to make it too similar to one of my fall looks that I did. I'm going to try to make it a little bit different. Actually, first, all over my lid, I'm going to put this shade right here, all over my lid. So in 2 weeks, I will be off from work for a good couple months, and I plan on going back to like posting 5 or 6 days a week during that time. There will be like, I'll have a couple like little overnight trips that me and my husband are gonna take. And then we also are gonna take a vacation, like where we'll be gone a little bit more than a week. I'll try to have like 2 or 3 videos scheduled for that time. That way you're not like completely without an upload. That's at least the minimum that I would like to have done. But yeah, I'm really excited to kind of get back to posting more. I was doing really well, and then unfortunately my brother passed away over Thanksgiving, so that kind of jolted me out of my schedule, you know, understandably so. So I've just been doing the best I can here recently, and I'm in my last couple weeks of work, which is always, it's kind of like where you're ready to kind of be done for the year, you know? So now I'm gonna go into the Make Me Up Quad, and I'm gonna go into that shade right there, that really deep brick shade. And I'm just gonna blend this up and into the crease. So I am gonna be filming later this evening my Dollar Tree Decorate With Me, where I decorate my little pencil tree and put it behind me, of course, with all Dollar Tree decorations. And I would have loved to have done this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but of course, like I said, due to circumstances, I just wasn't able to do it. And it's not too late because we're still like, you know, a little less than a week away from Christmas, but I can have it up here the rest of the year. And it's small, it's not a whole lot of craziness. And I still have my bin of Christmas, like Christmas tree decorations in a closet, so it's handy, so I might as well. So I'm really excited to have that and do that. So instead of that little plant back there, you'll have a tree. And if you're new to my channel or you missed it, I'm going to be doing, the color scheme is going to be blue, pink, black and white buffalo plaid, and then like silver. And so I think it's going to be really pretty. And you won't be able to see the tree skirt here, but I have this, I have a bunch of fabric that a friend of mine gifted me that he had, and I've got like this like white fur, and so I think I'm gonna make a little tree skirt out of that. I'm just gonna cut it and not even gonna worry about sewing it or anything like that, and just put it underneath there so it looks pretty when I'm in the room. Like I said, you'll get to see it on that video. You won't see it when you're behind, like when it's behind me in videos. But so that is my plan. So I'm gonna now go into this shade right here. I'm gonna take like a, I don't know, maybe a lighter, fluffier brush. There we go. Okay, so far so good. So I'm gonna go in, and this is like a shimmery cranberry shade. I'm gonna go into that, and I'm gonna lay that down. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in that green under my eye and then some gold in the corner, just to make it a little bit different, because I don't want it to be too close to that fall look that I did. I'll have that linked down below. Both of my recent, like I did a couple makeup looks for fall, I'll have those both linked down below. And I did like a red and green for that too, but I did it a little bit more. I kind of made it look a little bit like duochrome-esque. So I want this to be different than that. But I love these colors for Christmas, so I do want to use them. So I'm gonna use like a thin, flat brush. This is my Sassy Chic brush that I've had forever. I've got one where the zebra is all like worn off, and I keep that in work. And this one's done a lot better. So I'm gonna go in with that shimmery cranberry shade. This stage of the game, I always hate my eyeshadow, but it always comes together at some point. I'm just gonna smoke it out just a little bit out this way here. Okay, so now we're gonna pause on the eyeshadow for just a moment. I'm gonna add liner, lashes, face. We'll come back and add the finishing touches to the eyes because there's still so much to bring this look together. So I'm just gonna add a pop of some Beauty Intuition mascara, just a coat, and we'll come back and add liner and lashes. Okay, so mascara's on. I'm gonna add some liquid liner. I did a recent full face of Shop Miss A, and this was the liquid liner that was in that, and it's wonderful. It's the A2O Lab liquid liner. Of course, this is just in black. Container's real nice. It just gives you a really, really nice line. I bought some Stila eyeliner, liquid eyeliner at Dollar Tree a couple months ago, and this is every bit as good, I feel. I would say that this is better than the LA Colors eye marker as well. It's like just a really nice bargain liquid liner, because I think it was like $1.88 or something like that. Yeah, super affordable. So I would go just a nice little wing. So for my lashes, I've got these IONI halflings. I don't know the exact style, but they're just some of those little IONI half lashes, and I've been loving them. And I'm gonna put some LA Colors lash glue on them. These did have some pink mascara on them from when I used my IONI pink mascara. But I used some micellar water and got it off. That was actually a tip from a Dollar Diva, that you could kind of wash your lashes with micellar water. I never thought of that before. So I'm just gonna put this glue on here, and then we're gonna let it get tacky and come back and put them on. Yeah, the little halflings. So like, I love IONI lashes, but I usually have to trim them anyway. And so I love the halflings because they just fit my eyes perfectly. And they give just such a nice cat eye effect because of how they get longer as they go out. So I just love them. So I'm gonna let that glue get tacky. I'm gonna move on to my foundation and concealer and maybe powder, depending on how long it takes. I'm just gonna put on the Candy Moyo BB Cream. This is the shade Medium. I'm going to use my BPure Hydrating Concealer, and I'm also just going to be using the LA Colors Pressed Powder in Nude. Easy to find, one of my favorite powders from the Dollar Tree ever. So I'm going to put this stuff on, and I will be right back. Okay, so I put on my foundation and my concealer. I haven't yet put on powder because my lashes are ready, so I'm going to pop these on real quick. I will, as always, if you're not new to my channel and you're a regular Dollar Diva of mine, you may get tired of me saying this, but I almost always include my beginner-friendly lash tutorial in the description box because there's just so many tips and tricks that I have for putting lashes on. And so if you want a more in-depth tutorial, definitely go check that out. Of course, getting them even is the biggest battle of all. And you're never going to ever, trust me when I tell you, ever be perfect. It's just a balancing act. But I do love these half lashes. Usually when the lashes go on, I start feeling a whole lot better. So I'm gonna move on to the rest of the face. We'll come back and add a bunch of fun little details to the eyes, and those are gonna make this eye makeup look really special. And then we'll of course finish with lips. But again, this is like one of my favorite powders. Probably, honestly, if I had to just pick one like setting powder from Dollar Tree, it would be this one. I really like the IONI mattifying, but I still just, I don't know, this one here is just still something. If I had to reach for one of them, I think this would still be it. And it's, again, just easy to eat. I hope y'all don't hear my earrings jingling as much as I do. They're like loud in my ear, and I'm hoping it's more so for me than for you. Of course, I will not know until like editing. I'm just gonna use this to set my makeup. And like I said, they have a couple different colors of this, and just really, really like it. It's just one, like I said, one of my favorites. So I'm going to be using a liquid blush and a liquid bronzer, and I'm going to be using a stick highlighter. So this is the LA Colors Cream Gel Bronzer. I think I got this earlier this year in a spring collection. This is in the shade Sunflower, and I'm going to show this some love today. So I'm going to use a stippling brush. I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand. I am making so much of a mess today with makeup. I legit put, when I was putting my foundation on, I put some on my beauty blender and I dropped my beauty blender and foundation got all over everything here. It's just one of those, it's one of those days. I'm gonna start under my neck and diffuse some of it. There we go, just a nice glow. That's just such a wonderful cream bronzer. Okay, so now for blush. This was in the same line. I think it was in the Mad For You collection. With all those little like eyeshadow quads and stuff. This is also a cream product. It's their blush. This is in Rose Garden. And the shade of it is very different than the tube, but it's a really nice color nonetheless. I'm gonna use my same stippling brush. I just kind of cleaned it off. Of course, I have a tendency to go overboard, so I'm gonna really try not to. And there we go. I'm gonna stop right there. I think I got a nice amount of color on there. I'm just gonna wipe that off and just blend it a little bit more. I've been loving cream products this year. So now for highlighter, I haven't used this in a little while. I'm actually, I recently showed you my like current stage makeup routine, and IONI has a blush stick that I've been loving in work. And so this is not something I've used very much, but this came out a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago, LA Colors Glow Sticks. This is a highlighter. This is in the shade Halo, and I also have a blush as well. So what I'd like to do is I like to put some on the back of my hand. This is kind of a nice like goldish shade too, so it looks really pretty. So I cleaned off my stippling brush again, and this might actually be kind of dried out. I don't know. Oh no, it's pretty good. I just had to kind of diffuse it. I'm actually gonna put it directly on and then use the stippling brush to blend it. With blush, it's a little bit more important to really diffuse it because you can get yourself in a lot of trouble with a stick blush if you're not careful. There we go, just a nice subtle glow. You can really use any highlighter for this. I would tend to favor like a goldish for me personally. So now we're gonna go back up to the eyes and add some fun details, y'all. So I'm gonna smoke out under my eye, and I'm gonna do that with some fun green, you guys. So I'm going into the Lucky palette, and I think I'm just gonna go into that shade there that is Well Loved. So I'm gonna take like a short compact brush. This one here is by It Cosmetics. It came in a trio. I had someone that asked me about my brushes. Most of mine are from the Dollar Tree, and I can do a complete makeup look using just brushes from the Dollar Tree. So I like to tap it off a little bit to not make a mess. But yeah, this is one I got this like little trio of brushes, and you'll see me use them often as well, from Ulta. They don't make this exact set anymore. This is like the Starry, I don't know, collection or something like that. This is a smudger. I actually did like a couple of brush videos that I will have linked down below if you're interested in learning more about brushes. See, that's just doing a nice little, it's shimmery, yet it's not, you know, doing too much. I almost wanted to use that other green, the one that's down on the bottom, but I was afraid it would be too bright. So I'm packing that on there, and then I'm tapping the brush off, kind of dragging it out along the wing as well. See, that's just like a nice little surprise, you know? So I want to line my waterline with some black liner, and I'm just going to use my IONI eyeliner pencil. This one here is good. So if you're new to my channel, this one here that I have is good, but the last two I have bought at Dollar Tree have not been good. So I don't know if they have changed the formula. If they have, it is a real shame, because this is like, this particular one I have here is like the best eyeliner I've ever used. But the last couple I have bought have been actually unusable. Unsharpenable, unusable, crumbly, not the same. So there we go. I just wanted to get some nice definition in there. So now we're going to have a little bit more fun as well. So BPure makes these liquid shadows. They call them glitter liquid shadows, but they're really just shimmery. They have a gold one and a silver one. I have both. This is the gold, and this is like a gorgeous, very unexpected kind of shade of gold. Here, let me swatch it a little bit. Like, look at that, y'all. Does it get any more gold than that? I don't think so. So I'm going to put this in the corner of my eye, of course. I'm going to use a thin little tapered brush here. Just going to get a little bit of that gold on there. And this is like, this is going to match my earrings now. I'm going to try to go kind of sparing. It would be very easy for me to go overboard. And then I'm just going to drag up the line like that. There we go. That is like really pretty. Might have been a little too much with the, I'm gonna kind of just go over that a little bit. Diffuse that gold up on the lid just a tad. I might add a little bit more to the corner, honestly. I didn't want to go too heavy, but I kind of want a little bit more. So what I might do is drag it a little bit more underneath. There we go. That is now, that right there now is my style. So there we go. I'm going to add a little bit of an under the brow bone highlight. I think to do that, I'm going to go into the Lucky palette and go into this shade right here. Add a little bit there. Nothing crazy. There we go. So I would say the eyes are done. So now we're going to finish with the lips. So really here you can use any lip gloss that you like. I'm just going to use this Hard Candy Plumping Serum. This is in Solstice. I bought several of these a few years ago, and they're really nice lip glosses. But like I said, you can just use anything that you like. This one has like a little bit of like a goldish sparkle to it. And so I think it'll just be a nice subtle look. But like I said, I'm not wanting to go super crazy at the lips because we have a very bold eye makeup look going. Like I said, my last holiday makeup look was really a very simple champagne eye with a bold red lip, and this is kind of the opposite. So there we go, just a nice, simple, glossy lip. So there we go, just a really nice, fun, festive eye look using red, green, gold, simple lip, just some nice highlighted skin. Yeah, just a really fun look for Christmas. And yeah, it turned out pretty much how I would have liked it to have turned out. It's still subtle enough, but it's got enough pop. And like I said, festive, just happy and festive. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, show me you did by hitting the like button. Definitely check out the description box for videos that I mentioned and some other related content, and give some of my other content a binge watch. It helps me out so very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.